Is going great. Mine is. And yesterday was a crazy day. Honestly, I picked the Boston Uprising to beat the Philadelphia Fusion, but after that first set they played on Wednesday, I wasn't feeling very confident, I'm not gonna lie. But after yesterday, obviously that first set, Boston Uprising was looking really good. But what exactly happened going into that second set? Why weren't they able to pull it off? I don't know. We're going to talk about it in this video. We also have the London Spitfire and the LA Gladiators coming up against each other tonight. That's going to be an exciting one. Hopefully London Spitfire can bring it back and maybe make it a competitive series. That would be great. If not, well, you know, rest in peace London. You look good in stage 1, but that's it. And that's going to be the video for today, guys. And let's just go ahead and hop into it. Okay, and now to finally talk about the games a little bit. So I guess we can go back to Wednesday real quick. We did see the Boston Uprising and Philadelphia Fusion face off first. Again, it wasn't all that close. Sure, Boston did put up a fight on 2 of the maps, which was Oasis and Eichenwald. They actually did win Oasis 2-1. That one was close. And obviously Eichenwald, that one was close. It went on to overtime. As for the Dorado map and Volskaya, wasn't close at all. I expect Boston Uprising to actually win Volskaya because they were freaking 10-0 basically on it in the entire Overwatch League, and they just got first held by Philadelphia Fusion. Philadelphia Fusion overall, they had some interesting strategies. They were running Hotba and he was playing like Tracer and stuff. Definitely unexpected. I think it caught Boston Uprising off guard. But overall, just seemed like Boston was underperforming. Mistakes, he didn't really have that great of a set, which might have been a little expected, but what was unexpected was Striker. Striker looked pretty mediocre, and there was just no star play from them. And I feel they just couldn't match the firepower from EQO and Carpe. That was the issue to me in the first set, and that was why they lost. Then we moved on to that second set, which I'm not really going to cover. It was a 3-0 LA Gladiators destroyed the London Spitfire. We'll cover that more tomorrow's video after the set tonight. Maybe London can make a comeback. Hopefully, who knows. But that's it for Wednesday. Now moving on to the matches yesterday. These ones were much more exciting because Boston Uprising obviously came out and won that first set. It was unexpected. I didn't see them coming out and doing that, and they honestly just had a ton of firepower that they didn't have on Wednesday. Mistakes and Striker were popping off. Striker's Widowmaker was incredible. He was outpicking Carpe left and right, and he was just hitting some incredible shots. If you guys watched yesterday, you saw them. As for mistakes, his Hanzo was like 10 levels better than it was on the first day. I was actually shocked at how well he was playing in this first set. They came out firing Junkertown. Really close map. They did win it though. Moved on to Lijiang Tower, and this one wasn't close at all, and I was surprised. Boston Uprising really took it to the Philadelphia Fusion here, and they went up into the series 2-0. I was like, wow, you know, we're going to see a freaking second series. This is what I was hoping for. This is what the fans want. Exciting playoff matches. We went on to Kings Row, Philadelphia Fusion. They did pick it up. It was somewhat close, but then we finally went on to Hanamura, Boston Uprising. They might not have had the best record here, and Philadelphia Fusion did have the best record, but they came out on top. Again, Striker, mistakes, they looked really good. Note as well, he played great. Just everybody overall in the Boston Uprising had a really good set here. And this forced that second series, and I was super excited. I honestly thought Boston Uprising were going to take it. I didn't see any reason as to why they were going to fall off and not play as good as they were for the first set. And Philadelphia Fusion, they were just really struggling. I don't know exactly what the issue was. It just seemed like they were disconnected. Their teamwork wasn't that great. Carpe wasn't playing that great. EQO obviously wasn't either. They just overall as a team needed to play tighter and have better individual performances. And, you know, we went into Junkertown, the same thing happened. The Boston Uprising played even better this time on Junkertown than in the first set, so it was looking really good for them going into Lijiang Tower. I honestly thought it was over, but Philadelphia Fusion, they caught fire. Out of nowhere, they got life, and they took it to the Boston Uprising on Lijiang Tower. First round was somewhat close. Second one wasn't at all, and this is where we saw the Philadelphia Fusion just kick it into high gear, and it just wasn't close anymore. It wasn't at all. Eichenwald and Hanamura went in favor of the Philadelphia Fusion, like, massively. And honestly, it just seemed like everything started to click. As I said, individually and as a team, they weren't playing good, and now they were. Neptuno was popping off. This guy, oh, and actually, forget about Neptuno real quick. Let's talk about Calyx. This guy, I feel like he single-handedly almost lost this set for the Boston Uprising. He was dead every single team fight, like the first 10 seconds in. It was so sad to see. I was honestly pulling my hair out because I did pick the Boston Uprising. I did want them to win this set. I wanted, I don't know, I just couldn't believe that Calyx was dying so much so early on, and he cost them the set. I don't want to blame one player single-handedly. Obviously, they could have played better as a team. They fell apart, and just like Mistakes wasn't having that level of performance that he did in the first set. Even for Striker, he wasn't playing as good either. So, you know, I can't fully blame one player, but I feel like he was at the center of it. If he didn't die so much, he could have helped his team stay alive longer, and they could have had better team fights. I don't know. Kelix really just disgusted me in that last set. Anyways, Philadelphia Fusion, as I said, they turned it up. Neptuno, he had some amazing play. Apparently, he was sick too, so kudos to him, and kudos to the Philadelphia Fusion just coming into that third series, adapting just like the Boston Uprising did in the second one. It was a really exciting series. Overall, I'm happy with what happened. And yeah, I mean, I am a little disappointed that the Boston Uprising did lose. I'm a little mad at Kelix, but overall, you have to give a round of applause for this team and their performance. They really were coming into the league so underrated. They got so much crap from the community for just not having that great or known of a roster. I had a feeling they would perform decent and possibly make the playoffs. At the end of the day, this is kind of where I expected to see them. They did make an incredible run during Stage 3. They had the longest win streak out of any team in all of Overwatch League. They went undefeated in a stage. I mean, you got to give your hats off to them. What they did was incredible. Even losing Dreamcast for throughout the season, but still maintaining that win streak. Insane. So round of applause for the Boston Uprising. We'll probably make a video on them sometime during the off season and how incredible their run was. But that's going to be it for the Boston Uprising, guys. And now we have the Philadelphia Fusion moving on to the semifinals in the Overwatch League playoffs, taking on New York Excelsior. That should be interesting. We're not going to get into that yet. We'll talk about it some other day. So that's it for Philly and Boston for the quarterfinals, or whatever you want to call this round. Today, we have the LA Gladiators and London Spitfire. Hopefully, we can see some of the same magic from London Spitfire that Boston had. I want to see a fun and close set. If not, whatever, at least we get to see LA versus LA in the semis, right, boys? And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm done ranting. That's going to be the video, and I'm going to be out of here, guys. Peace.